In the second week of April, I went to France twice. As I've mentioned before, I'm subscribed to the newsletter of the major French stores that sell Diecast, and there seemed to be a lot of going on in those newsletters, because of the Easter holiday. The U stores, just a capital U, and they come in Super U or Hyper U, depending on the size of the store. They had a sale on these Easter eggs from Majorette. Buy two, get one for free. So at €2.99, at 33.34% off, comes down to just a little less than €2 each, which is a good deal because usually these are more expensive. And on top of that, for 2025, these come with a chase car. Trouver la voiture exclusive, which says in French, find the exclusive car. Because of the chase, I figured there would be a rush on these, so I decided to go the first day that these became available. That was Tuesday that week. So in the evening after work, I drove to France. I decided to go to a HyperU location that was closest to where I live, because those are open a little bit longer than the Super U stores. And so I had about an hour time to go through these boxes and see if I could find a chase. I will not spoil any surprise here of what might be in these, and we'll just be opening these up and see what is in there. No clue on what can be in there from what's on here. I did not find any code or anything like with the tune-ups. Sometimes came with the code. I kind of told you what was in there. So they've been doing Easter eggs for years now, and first time they've done a chase. These cars are loose in there, so we might find some paint chips. As we know, Majorette is kind of prone to. First up, we have the Suzuki Jimny in white, which is a new color for 2025. Let's first look at this little flyer here. Yeah, it's just some safety precaution and then some licensing info. Yeah, okay. So here we got the Suzuki Jimny in white, kind of an ivory more than a white. That's cool. Got some smudging on the door, but that seems to be wiping off. So of course we got suspension, we got lens headlights. We've got basically full deco. So a lot of bang for your buck on these basic majorettes that are part of the street cars lineup. Plastic roof piece though. So yeah, very happy to have this. There were all kinds of colors of eggs. I don't think I've got a color of each color available, but that doesn't really matter, I think. Here we got the Alfa Romeo 4C, Spider, the white rims, and these are generic rims, but they look very much like an Alfa Romeo wheel. Got lens headlights that are a little bit smoked because the window piece is smoked. I have a street cars version of it from a 13 pack, and I guess these will be exactly the same. Yeah, they are. Maybe they are made the same time period. Let's see. Oh no, there's quite a difference between these. This is May 24 and this is November 24. Also has the Majorette website on there, interestingly. Next one. So I thought I would be able to figure out which one was the chase because of the weight. But yeah, that didn't work out. When I came home, I weighed them and the chase one, so the premium car that is in there, it's actually only 2 grams heavier than the street cars ones. So opening parts apparently do not add a lot of weight. Lamborghini Aventador in white, gloss white with the red interior. Again, already have it from a 13 pack also. Details again are the same wheels and everything, same interior. Nothing shocking about that. Even have one in a sports car window box. Then we get to these silver ones. Yeah, I'm going to keep one of these wrappers just for reference later on in the video. Another new casting. Sorry, not a new casting, but one did not have yet. It's a recolor for 2025. This Fiat 500 Icon. Yeah, not a lot of suspension travel on it. Nice casting, nice details. I love the soft top that is down. And of course, you get a nicely detailed interior, as always with Majorette. Sweet. And the rest of them are all silver ones. Very strong plastic. And look what we have here. Oh yeah, the chase. Nissan Z. This nice sky blue. Nice suspension on it. Opening doors, of course, being a premium car. Nicely detailed in the back. Sweet. That's cool. And I did not see any real damages on these, so that's a good result. I'm very pleased with that. This last one is also a chase, by the way. I knew exactly what I got. What I do is I use my light on my phone and I hold it against here next to these holes and I peep into the holes. And that's how you can identify what is in there. That's why it took me an hour in that store to get a combination. So I found 2 of these chase cars. That's all that was in there. I don't know if that's the maximum amount you can find in one of those boxes, but yeah, that's what I found. And yeah, I went there the first day these were available to get that chase, and that worked out great. The other ones that are here on the packaging, I did not buy, but I have them already. So here's the Ford GT in green. And then there's the Audi A1 Sportback. I think these two are the least interesting cars in the whole set. Well, at least to me, because I already have them, and you know, I really wanted these two, because these are the ones that I did not have yet, and because I found two chases, I had to make a set of either 3 or 6 to get the discount, right? So it got me the other, the Alpha, and the Lambo, because I thought these were more interesting to get as extras. There you go. Then the Saturday after that, Tuesday, same week, I went to France again because of all the promos. So basically, every store was doing some kind of a promo on Hot Wheels. Whether it was something you got for free or you got a discount varying between 20, 25 or 30% off. That's why I went there. And as you can see, I came back with a whole bunch of Majorette. But let's start with some Hot Wheels. So I went to 5 different Auchan locations. It's a very big hypermarket. Yeah, some had a lot of stuff, some did not. We'll see. So we start with the first store. They got 3 sets of Hot Wheels Silver Series, Peanuts, Fast and Furious Villains, and the Mustang 60 years set. This is actually celebrating 75 years of Snoopy. So yeah, 2 celebratory sets, and then one just another Fast and Furious set. As you know, I'm all for value for money. So I only got the ones in the sets that have the metal base. So 25% off on Hot Wheels. But when I was in the first store, I noticed that it was not only on Hot Wheels, but also on Maisto and Burago, which I might have noticed but not really paid attention to. But I definitely had not noticed that it was also on Majorette, the 25% off. So yeah, that was great news. And of course, that's how I ended up with all these Majorette. So before I start opening up, I also should mention that I kind of have a cheese brain, but you probably already know that. Last year, they did the same thing, 25% off on Majorette, around the same period. And I attempted to buy a lot of stuff in one store, only to find out at the checkout that it was limited to 5 pieces only. And I made that same mistake again this year, not remembering that that was an issue last year. So the first store I got 9 items. And amazingly, I got a discount on 8 of them, not on 5. So there's some stretch in some stores, apparently. So yeah, that's kind of the thing I wanted to tell you. If you see some prices and I don't mention it and you think, what's up with that? That's what's up with that. So these Hot Wheels, all 3 of them, I got €1 discount, so €3 each. That's an okay price for these, having the metal base and the full deco. I'm willing to pay that. What else is in the set? A very nice Honda CRX, but not good enough because of plastic base. The Volkswagen Beetle I would have gotten otherwise too, if they were cheaper or if they had a metal base. But only got the 60s, sorry, Fiat 500D Modificado. I don't know what these characters' names are. I just know Snoopy. Made in Thailand, I believe. Where does it say? Well, I can't see it right here. Oh yeah, there. Made in Thailand, Matchbox Factory. So I opened these the Matchbox way. Got an unpainted metal base, cool wheels. Got these cartoon figures on the side and the Hot Wheels logo. Nicely detailed in the front. We got Top Tempo. The gang's all here. Peanuts. Oh, and there's some other figures on the other side. That's cool. See, you can't see that in the packaging. That's sweet. It's got an all metal engine. That is very cool. But what I also noticed in preparing for the video, that on both sides of these back windows, it seems to have an air intake because it's got some tubes running towards the engine. So for extra power, they lead extra air into the engine through these side windows here. That's very cool. It's a hook assembly model, so the base clips into the body in the front. Unfortunately, there is a rivet and a post going through the middle there. I think there could have been a more elegant way of doing it, but you know, what do I know? And of course, got the engine cover open because there's a bigger engine put in there for more speed and power. And yeah, the engine cover doesn't close anymore, so I have to leave it open like that. Very sweet little casting. Next, the Honda S2000, a Rio Asada casting. What else would be interesting to me? The 2005 Aston Martin DB9 and the 2022 DeLorean Alpha 5, but again, both not good enough value for money. In my opinion, you do with your money what you want. Cool wheels. These look nice. It's got, yeah, a deco that I assume is authentic to the movie. Nice weighty piece. I don't think I have a lot of these S2000 with a metal base, actually. Come to think of it, even might be the first one, not sure. Yeah, nice. And then the 2018 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 might be the first one I have of this casting. The only other one I would have wanted is the 65 Ford Mustang 2+2 Fastback, because it's kind of looks like a Shelby one, even though it isn't, because of the blue color with the white stripes. So that would have been interesting to me. Almost bought it, but ended up not buying it. And a nice protector in there. Again, weighty, flat black, painted base. Plastic wheels, of course, but they look very nice. Are these the same rims, but in black? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they actually look very cool in this this black with the gray ring. Sweet. I think this is the first example I have of this casting. There's a lot going on there. The tempo department. RTR 5, no, RTR SP5 says on the license plate. Cool. And then we get to the Majorette that I got in that store. They had some anniversary editions, singles, still on the pegs, to my surprise, because in most stores these are sold out. So 60 years of Majorette is what these are celebrating. I've got almost the whole set except for some of the trailer sets. I just got the Peugeot with the boat on the trailer. Don't have the other trailer sets from the 60th anniversary. Very popular Mercedes-Benz 450 SEL. These are pretty much the first ones that sold out when this set came out last year. Everyone's going wild for this Mercedes. I'm, not a huge fan. I'm not sure about the proportions on this. Sure, it is a stretch version, but still. And then the rear bumper is always crooked on these. I don't think Majorette did a great job on the design of the rear bumper here. There's huge holes in the casting for the fitment of the bumper, for the attachment of the bumper. Yeah, and the holes show. They should not be showing. They should be behind the bumper. Yeah, so not really impressed with it, honestly. Wheels are okay. Nice suspension. It's got the opening doors. Majorette leads the parade. Usually does. Metal collector's cars. Would have been nice to see chrome, but Majorette doesn't do chrome anymore. Hopefully with rebranding, they will start doing that again. I believe they will do it in the collector series, in the new True 164 scale line. So maybe that will trickle down to the more toy car oriented lines. We'll see. We can only hope, right? Because that front end would look so much better with some chrome. Of course, this is referring to this oldie, the Mercedes 450 SE, so not the L version. So it's kind of cool that they now have both the short and the long version. This was made in France, of course. Also had the opening doors. Also had the suspension, of course, and the lens headlights. So that's still the same after all these years. And I really, I mean, kudos to Majorette for still keeping that tradition. They lost the metal base, and a lot of Majorette collectors complain about that. But I mean, you have to stay realistic when it comes to selling prices of these. I think it's still a great achievement by Majorette to still have this much features as they had back in the day. It's very commendable. And then the other one on the singles car that I did not have yet, the last one, you see the glue did not do a really good job on this one. The only other one from the singles I needed to have was the Toyota FJ Cruiser. So I can just slide that out of there. I would have expected a lot more travel on the suspension on this. White painted roof. So this does not have an opening part. This was part of the street cars line, I guess. Here's an original one. First release from 2009, also in black. So very similar, except for the side tampos with the and the color of the indicators was red back in the day and is now orange, which is more fitting, I guess. The Toyota logo or name in the front there is much bigger on the newer version, interestingly. So it seemed that on the old one it was embossed in the grill, and now it's just printed in there. That's interesting. They both have some packaging rub on the license plate spot. That's funny. Some things never change. Still have the same rucksack on the back, the cover for the spare wheel, and the trailer hitch, of course. Cool. Nice stuff. And also found 4 racing cars by Majorette that are new. I'm not sure if they are new for 2024 or 2025, because sometimes hard to tell. SM1, so SM is short for Smoby, the French Majorette importer. So this is a set specifically for Smoby. So packaging date Bangkok, 25th of November of 2024. So basically 2025 releases. So I'm guessing this is a 2025 release. The Renault Megane RS. So get the card. Those cards will disappear in the future. Well, this year, I mean, with the rebranding. I don't think anyone will shed a tear over that. There's some stats on the vehicle. So it's a flat white. Very cool rims. These new style rims. Racing speed. Yeah, the deco is a little bit corny. I like the banner there on the windshield. Sport racing. Would have been better if it just said Renault Sport. That I would have liked better. But oh well. It's got the hatch that opens up in the back. And then we get the RS on the right side there. Yeah, not bad. Could have been a better deco, but other than that, pretty cool. Ford Bronco Wild Track, also from that same date, but this was released earlier, so it's been around for some time. This is definitely not new for 2025, but I did not have it yet. Interesting to see it in that Smoby lineup. You would not think an American off-roader would be a very interesting choice for a French specific set of, like, I don't know, maybe 6 cars in that set, or maybe more, not sure. Yeah, absolutely hardly any suspension travel again. These off-roaders should have a lot of travel on the suspension. Ford Performance, at least this one gets the proper car make mention of their performance division. Little Ford logo there. I think this pops off. Yes, there it goes. So you also got quite some metal for the structure here. As I've mentioned before, Majorette does not skimp on Zamac. They never do. And again, it's very commendable. I can imagine a lot of these roofs getting lost. And there's even a window piece in there. So they even did the trouble of having that in there. They could have just not bothered. The Jeep Wrangler 4xe. This has a September packaging date, but I believe this is new for 2025, but you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So new casting from last year. It's got these pepper pot wheels. Very nice. kind of Spectra Frost purple. The deco is a bit wild. Got the Rubicon on there. Black painted roof, gloss black. And then 4XE on the left, underneath the taillight there. Cool. And this has a proper suspension. See, all the way up to the fenders. You can push them. That's how it's supposed to be. And we got those tiny lensed headlights. Sweet. And then the last one, I did not get the discount on, number 9. Jaguar F-Type R. Yikes. Paid full price. That hurts. Well, that's the cost of a faulty memory, I guess. Got a fluorescent yellow base. I don't know if it glows in the dark, but it sure looks like it. And then a flat black body with some yellowish tampos and some silver on there too. Wheels are nice. Got these snowflake style wheels. All black. Click, says the door. That's always nice. Jaguar name and logo on the back. Snap. Jaguar logo in the front. Yeah. This looks new for 2025 also, but it was produced 29th of July. So, yeah, not sure about that. Might be 2024 also. Next location, that's where I found out that, you know, the promo was limited to 5 pieces only, because I bought a whole bunch of stuff and I also only got a discount for 6 items, not 5. So I returned the rest of it. I almost got a discount on all of it, but then someone came up from the store and said to that employee, it's limited to 5 pieces only. So, darn it. Almost got lucky there. So, what did I get? Since there was also a promo on these Maistos, and this store had these real gears, retrofriction, pullback motor models, pull back and go. And I had not seen this Nissan GTR before, and in this lineup, I grabbed it. So paid €2.24 for it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Factory number 1 in the year is 2022, week 44. It's already, you know, quite an old release, but I had never seen it. Let's see if we can open this up in some way as it's supposed to be. This little hole in the back. Yeah, there we go. So I don't really, Nissan GTR, I don't really buy these because they have a pullback motor, but because they have rubber tires, of course. That is the most interesting part about these. No interior, of course, with the mechanism. Painted headlights, GTR logo in the front grille there. And then tail lights are done. So not a lot of tempo details. I found one premium card release that I did not have yet. The Audi Q4 e-tron in white. funny thing from reading the comments somewhere, I learned that étron in French means turd. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. A very fair price normally, and then with the discount, of course, gets, well, fairly cheap actually. So not going to open up this one. This will be opened up when I do the premium cars video for 2024, because this is April 2024, so that's definitely going to be a 2024 release. Yeah, used to be easy with the online catalogs to determine what was released in what year, but nowadays not so much anymore. Now, the best set I found that day was definitely these new SOS cars. New casting, the Alpine A110S, and again they were affordably. So yeah, ended up paying a really good price for them. 002 is France. So in the SOS cars lineup, every country gets a number. I don't have the list with me. I made the list once, but yeah, 002 is France, and then yeah, each country has a different number, obviously. It goes quite high, in its 30s or 40s even. So yeah, they do a lot of different SOS cars for different countries. There's two other models here on the card, and this is a French police livery, gendarmerie. So first example I have of this casting. There's a premium cars version and a racing cars version. I actually found a racing cars version that day, but I could not bring it home with me because of the limit. Well, maybe I could. I should try that next year, because it actually says it's limited to 5 cars per shopping basket. So if you buy 5, go outside, put the 5 cars in your car, and then come back in and buy another 5, would you get another 25% off on those? That's what I'm wondering, and I did not try that day. I should have. If that's the case, that's completely retarded and stupid. But, you know, you're in France, you can expect anything, right? So let's take a look at this beauty. It's got a little tiny cherry on top. That is appropriately sized for an LED flashlight on top of there. Well, it's not really a flashlight, is it? Gendarmerie, notre engagement, votre sécurité. So I'm going to just literally translate that, or try to at least. Gendarmerie, I don't know how to translate that, but the text underneath, our engagement, your security. Yeah, very simple, isn't it? French flag with that police logo. There's also on the roof. Look at these chevrons in the back, with nicely painted taillights with that little design in there. That's really cool looking. Yeah, got snowflake wheels also, a little bit of suspension. As I mentioned before, sports cars don't really need suspension in my opinion, but you know, they want to give you enough bang for your buck, and they definitely do that with these, because I probably would have paid normal price for these, €3.5 with, you know, the extra light on top and all the deco. Even got extra headlights on this one, 4 headlights. Yeah, this is definitely top notch and an absolute beauty. Fortunately, this door won't stay closed. There's yeah, that's a bummer. A little quality issue there, but other than that, it's perfect. Another one, the Dacia Duster, also in a police livery. Also September 24 packaging date. Police Municipale got the big light bar on the roof, kind of an old style light bar. It's got these roof rails painted black, nice detail. It's got even some tempo on the headlights for the LED strips in there, I believe. This is kind of an older casting that's been revamped with some newer tempos for the newer model. So they try to make it look like the newer model by just tempoing it up a little bit more fancy. But still the old model, basically. And that's why these taillights, are a little bit differently done than the original, because it mimics the new ones. Again, the chevrons on the rear, Duster on the left side, Dacia in the middle. And we got the opening hatch in the back, so part of the premium cars or showroom cars in the future. Although I don't know if this will ever be in there. Old style wheels on it, and you see proper suspension travel on this SUV. Surprisingly, we got a Peugeot in there. As you can see here on the car, they're so proud they were able to get a licensing agreement for this deco that they put it in front on the car there. Peugeot 3008 GT. Old style wheels also. Silver Police Nationale. Noref does a version of this too, I believe, but it has the little flower pot on the back here in silver that this one does not have. I don't know what that thing is for, but all these police cars have that. That looks to be, is that the same light bar? Yes, it is. Yeah, kind of an old style light bar on there. Very detailed grille. And this one also has the hatch in the back, the lift gate that opens up. Let's see how far we can yank this open. And that's how far it will go. Cool. And then we have this sweetheart, Volkswagen ID Buzz. And a emergency doctor livery. There's two versions of this. This one is the one with the flat black around the windows, but there's also a version with gloss black around the windows. So if you're a variation collector, look out for that variation. Same light bar on the roof. Chevrons in the front. And in the rear. Also got the trailer hitch. And this has the sliding door. And there you go. So it's got the seats, just one row of seats actually, and then the rest is a boot or trunk. Cool. Very nice one. Then the next store, of course, I only got 5. So I found 5 of the Japan series. So that kind of worked out. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, that I was not really planning on buying the premium Japan series, because I actually want to buy that box that they do. They have 3 boxes that come with 2 deluxe ones, 2 premium ones, and 1 exclusive premium vehicle. I kind of have my eyes set on those, but yeah, they're kind of hard to find. And Amazon has them, but you can't choose which box you're getting, so you might get 3 of the same ones if you order it. I already have the deluxe ones that I got for cheap. Oh well, now I have these two. Honda Civic Type R EK9. October 24. So quite a late production in the year. Probably the first time ever that Majorette puts the car that is in the blister on the card. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the first time we've seen that. Not to be confused with the Japan series that have different colors and only have, well, basically have the same vehicle on the card. So the card that's on the card is not the card that's in the blister. And there might be some variations with the card, the car on the card, but definitely not the same vehicle every time, card and blister. Those Japan only ones are actually available in Australia. You lucky bleep. So yeah, but they won't be cheap, of course, so I probably would not buy them anyways if they were available here. So this a popular one, of course. Again, those new wheels, but painted white. Got a roll cage in there. A red Honda badge in the front. A metal engine, again, as I said, Majorette does not skimp on the Zamac. Got the base that hooks into the bumper in the back. Usually they do that in the spot for the license plate, but here the license plate is in the hatch. Just says Honda on there. It's right-hand drive, so JDM, proper stuff. Very cool. And we got the Nissan Zafiro A31. Got a gray interior, light gray interior. This one's got the plastic engine, which is not part of the base and not part of the interior, so a kind of a separate piece. And it is surrounded by some bare metal Zamac. And the window, well, I mean the lens headlights are part of the window piece, but I think they run somewhere weird. I think they go to the middle and then underneath the engine to the front or something like that. I don't know. Or is it? No. See, the window stops at the bottom there. So is this connected? I don't see anywhere where it would be connected with the headlights. So these headlights are separate pieces that are attached to a post on the base. So the base goes all the way up here, and then there's some kind of a attachment for these headlights that are separate pieces. Wow. Okay, that must drive up the cost of this model significantly, because those are fiddly tiny parts that requires manual labor. I never noticed that before. That is impressive. Okay. So getting this for €3 is really a steal. The dashboard, you can kind of see a hole in the corner there. So it's sitting up a little bit too high, it seems. Is that an error or what is that? No, it does seem like it's supposed to be like that, but it's not looking very good. One exhaust, part of the base. Nice color. Nice color combo. Yeah, it's not a bad model at all. Nissan Skyline GTR 34, another fan favorite. Got the separate hood or bonnet. Big wheels on that with open holes between the spokes. Very nice. I think these wheels look great on it. It's got a logo down there. GT, it seems to say. It's different than the logo in the grille, for sure. This one also seems to have that separate headlight piece. Wow. Yeah, I can see a stalk running from the base all the way up here to hold that headlight in place. Wow, impressive. Again, got some Zamak next to that separate piece for the engine that Zamak is painted underneath here for once. Probably because the hood can be taken off. Metal spoiler. Right-hand drive, of course. I believe these all are right-hand drive. Let's put on that bonnet. Cool. Nice one. Very nice color too. I have the chase version of this. Bought that locally. Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9. New casting. And made its debut in this set, I believe. Nice blue color. Got the same rims as the Skyline. Also got the light gray interior. Got the bucket seats and proper steering wheel and stuff like that. Roll cage in the back. Sweet. Yeah, very cool. Headlights. Oh, these are part of the end of the window piece. Okay. So when they do the opening hood or bonnet, apparently these the headlights are separate pieces on these newer models. Very interesting. See, you discover something every time. Something new. Sweet. Love these. And the Toyota Supra JZA80. So this was the Chase and the Deluxe line. Also have that one. Got that locally too. Very nice metal flake green. A little bit of packaging rub on the roof and on the window piece. A little bit of a cage in the back there. A very light interior, so you can see the details very well. That's always nice. Also got the metal spoiler. And again, I got that same construction. Yep. There it is. Separate headlights again. This one's got the all metal engine. Snap. A rhythm as a dancer. Cool. Very nice. The next store, I was able to complete the set. They did have the Toyota Century, which usually is the kind of the peg warmer in the set, but for some strange reason that other store did not have it. New casting also. Made its debut in this line. Opening doors. It's got that brown interior, very fitting. The mirrors on the fenders. They're a little bit big, but maybe they were like that. Square headlights, nice grille. Cool looking backside with the Century spelled out. The boot or trunk. And some emblem there on the C-pillar. Sweet. By the way, the 3 out of the 5 stores had the actual shipper from Majorette. These all came in a shipper filled with all kinds of stuff, you know, that you saw here. 2 stores, for some reason, decided not to use that shipper. One store said that they did not have the space for it. Actually, the first store I visited. If you've ever been to a Auchan hypermarket, you know they are the size of an airport, so saying that you don't have the space for it is kind of ridiculous. But anyway, limited edition, Series 11. I bought the 2 singles that are only available in the singles. I have some already from the 13 pack, I believe these 2. And then I think these 2 are in the gift pack, the 5-car gift pack that I still need to get, but I think I won't have any trouble finding that. So I needed to get these 2 from the singles. Yeah. So I did. So kind of a graffiti theme on these. Toyota GR Supra. Got the snowflake wheels in different colors. A non-metal flake blue. It's not purple, but you know, kind of gives you a little bit of a purple hint, but it's not, it's blue. Cool. And the other one is the GMC Hummer EV. I just now noticed that there's a card in there that I threw on the floor. Jeez. Oh yeah. I keep these cards, but you know, they are pretty much useless. Ah, yeah, that's interesting that they put the range on there now and the battery size. Before, they had not adjusted the cards, and when you had the number of cylinders of the engine, just had a line there. So, and same with the engine size, just crossed out, not applicable. That was funny. So, but now they put the range on there and the battery size. Okay. And then the no curb weight. That's interesting. Why would that not be on there? Maybe GM did not want that on there. Wow, that's a lot of torque. 15,592 Newton meters? Is that correct? That seems excessive. Well, the 1,000 horsepower is excessive already, of course. Yeah, there's some really strange things here. Interesting. But then again, you know, not that important. Again, enough suspension travel in the rear, not as much in the front. Majorette Hummer EVs. We've got the plastic roof with some Zamac reinforcement. This also comes off. Slide it in the front first, maybe, or not. I don't know. It goes back in really fairly easily. Got the frunk that opens up. It's all metal in there, so we don't get lens headlights on this one. Just painted. and a metal hood, of course. Nice and heavy, although it does have a plastic piece in there, but it's just clipped in because the actual hood is all metal, you can see on the inside. Cool. Nice one. I was very pleased to find the racing cars version of the Volkswagen ID Buzz in a cargo version, so a panel van version. That is very awesome. Also a Smoby from the Smoby set, I should say. So I might have found basically all of them except for the Renault Alpine, the white one that I had to leave behind in the store. That is going to be very popular in France, of course, so some Frenchmen will have lucked out on finding that one. Volkswagen Racing Service, number 94. Very pleased to find this. It's got the lift gate that opens up. It's very dark in there. Because of the panels, of course. Awesome. Let's see what's on the card on this one. Oh yeah, okay. 310 Newton meter, okay. These are more normal stats compared to that Hummer. Need to drink something? Excuse me. And then fifth item from that store was this Cast Heads series gift pack. Here's the numbers. I think that's an okay price for a gift pack. This one is also available on Amazon, but in all the countries in Europe, all the different Amazon websites, they are all more than 20 euro. So to get it for less than 13 euro, I think it's that's pretty good. Kind of a weird gift pack. I had not heard of Cast Heads before Majorette decided to do a collab with them. Maybe that's just me, but it seems to be in an obscure Diecast magazine that I've never have heard of. How they managed to get strike a deal with Majorette is beyond me. And the guy who made that happen has since left Cast Heads. So yeah, strange stuff. Here it shows the opening parts. So there are 4 opening parts vehicles. That is not always the case on these gift packs. So definitely good value for money here. I prepared this, so I've taken them already off the base and put them back on for easy viewing. And the rubber band on this Mercedes G-Class in the front snapped. I don't think I've ever had that happen. So I'm kind of wary of turning this to show you the date code. Bangkok, 22nd of July of 2024. In case anyone's interested, probably not, but I just keep showing it. Let's take a look at these. It's not a bad set. There's nice cars in here. 3 proper off-roaders, a sports car and a sporty sedan. But still, I cannot wrap my head around how this collaboration came together. It's so random. I mean, they might as well have done a Diecast Dude gift pack. I know for sure they would all have black rims, but that's fine. And I think there would be some really interesting cars in there. So I definitely would not be opposed to a Diecast Dude gift pack. And he knows them personally, so why not? Let's tilt you guys down a bit. There you go. So, Majorette, what are you waiting for? let's give us a Diecast Dude gift pack. I mean, if you can do this, you can do a Diecast Dude gift pack too. Ford Bronco Wild Track. So I did not have this casting before, and I have two of them, the racing one and this one. Ford Performance again on there, rally support, cast heads X Majorette. It's got some sand on the hood. I actually noticed now that these headlights even have that little stripe there that extends from the headlights. That horizontal piece. That's a nice touch. Brown interior matches the brown base. Of course, as we saw, this comes off, so you can get a better look at the interior. Kind of a bland dashboard, but at least the steering wheel is nice. Steering wheel. Snap. Oh, we got the Bronco there. That's probably also on the racing cars version. Does the racing cars version have a trailer hitch? Oh, it does. Yeah, there you go. Just didn't notice. The doors open far and wide. Cool. Then we got the Mercedes 190E 16 valve. The 2.5 liter Evo 2. Number 18 on there. Always nice to get another version of this model. Such a beauty. It's got the opening doors. And the proper steering wheel. Then we got the Land Rover Defender. Cast Heads Trophy. Kind of hinting to the Camel Trophy, I guess. Plastic roof also, just like the Jimny. Does have the metal surroundings of the window in the front. That's interesting. All red taillights, unfortunately. They used to do all different colors back in the day. Well, I mean, pre-pandemic times. Oh yeah, there's no rubber band in the front. Did you see me grip there? Oh geez, I just said it. Mercedes-Benz G500, so no AMG version. Ooh, not a lot of suspension travel on this. Dakar Rally 2018 motorsports team. It seems to want to give the impression there's sand on the doors, but it looks gold. Black roof. Amber window piece, so we get amber headlights. Not a fan of that. All plastic engine, but a separate piece, I think, because the interior is, I believe, gray. Not sure with that amber window, though. The LED lights in the back, G500, the rucksack with some detail on there. And then we got Stang. I don't think we've got it in white before. Bumper was there, or is there, app to kind of catalog your collection. I used that thing. It's you only have to pay for it once, and you don't have to pay for keep on using it, but at one point I could not enter it anymore. And even though Google remembers my password and everything, so when I tried to make a new password with my own with the name I had chosen for my account, it didn't work anymore. It just disappeared. So I sent him an email, but never got any response. So I'm back to cataloging my stuff on paper again. But unfortunately, I lost a whole bunch of the stuff that was in there that I now have to gather again to have it on paper. So big Ford logo there. Got the Majorette logo. Number 18 again. A nice red interior. Nice steering wheel. Again, no chrome bumpers, just gray. And nice wheels, by the way. Newer style wheels. I like these. And they fit an oldie like this very well. That's awesome. Last Auchan hypermarket. This one also did not have the shipper. One of the two that did not have the shipper. And I only found 2 on the pegs. But they're nice ones. Ford F-150 Raptor in a Golf colors. Not Golf livery. Oh, these are also the French racing car set. So Majorette does not have the Golf licensing, but they sometimes do these Golf colors. These fenders are a separate plastic piece that is not part of the interior and not part of the base. So a lot of different pieces on some of these models. Again, making them good value for money. An all metal bed, whereas with the Hummer we got a plastic bed. This got an all metal bed. Again, surprising choice for a French exclusive set. Well, this is also available in other countries, of course, but this set is put together by the Smoby, the French Majorette importer, to have as their racing car set with all these cars in it. So strange choice, because there's not a lot of love for pickup trucks here in Europe. Got these running boards with the structure. But I think the Golf style livery will make it sell. That's just my 2 cents. And yeah, this is also a really nice one. The Nissan Z. It's got these knockoff wheels. No Nismo livery. That would have been great if it had a Nismo livery. But, you know, it's not bad. Then I also went to one Leclerc location. And they were doing a sale on Hot Wheels 2. 30% off. And guess what? I came home with 2 Majorette also. This was a great find from the premium cars. This is a little bit older, October 23. This is the Ford Mustang GT. This is the car that is keeping me from doing the premium cars videos by Majorette. I think this came out in 22, and I've never found it since for a price I want to pay for it. And since this was a little bit less than €3, that's just perfect for me. And yeah, I finally got it. I can't believe it. Yeah, and it's funny that a American car was keeping me from doing these videos. That is, yeah, unbelievable. So we'll open it up then when I do that video. And surprise, surprise, also found a chase on the pegs there. The DS7 E10s Chrome Edition for 2023. Maybe you can see it. The amount of dust that is on the card, I especially left it on there to show you how dusty these were. So they have been somewhere in the back of a warehouse for some time, possibly forgotten about, and then someone dug them up and yeah, put them on the pegs. So yeah, I already have this. I'll keep this one carded and open the one of the two when I do the catalog video. I did bring home a Hot Wheels from that store at 30% off. They had 3 of these on the pegs. Team Transport, the Carry On, combined with a 1966 Porsche 906 Carrera 6. Number 66. There's a lot of 6s in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did they do that on purpose? And then there's the price, of course. A little less than €7 for a Team Transport. Yeah, I'm not going to leave that behind. None of the other ones were there. Oh well. 2021 copyright. I don't know what release year this is. This one's got a cracked blister. So, of course, needs to be opened up. Not a very popular set, this, even though it's got a Porsche in it. Zamac base. I think these generic trucks kind of kill this this line a little bit, or hurt it at least. Porsche Renndienst, so Porsche Racing Service. R3 NNR. What does that mean? Runner? Is that what it means? I don't know. Renner? Oh yeah, maybe German. Renner. Yeah, because Renndienst, Renner. Yeah. Racer in German. Yeah. So metal cap, painted white. If these had licensed trucks, they would sell much better, I think, and be worth the money. They're sometimes asking for them. It's also made in the Matchbox factory. That's a nice Porsche. This might be the first example I have, because this has a 2023 copyright, so 2024 release. So yeah, this might have been new in the set, I'm not sure. So that copyright 2021 was definitely misleading. Sweet, yeah. I'm definitely pleased with it. And then the last store I went to was a Smith's Superstores, best toy store in Europe that unfortunately is not present where I live, but it is in the surrounding countries. They had a sale. If you bought €20 worth of Hot Wheels, you got this thing for free. So this is a car and track pack with a whole bunch of track in there and a generic Hot Wheels vehicle. So 18 track parts and one vehicle. This is sold in the store for €19.99, so almost €20. And this you got for free when you bought €20 worth of stuff. I spent a little bit more. I spent $29.99 on this Hot Wheels car culture set, which in itself is also pretty valuable, pretty good value. For me to buy it without getting anything for free, it should be 25 euros, so each car is 5 euro. But you know, with the 20 euro item for free, I basically paid 10 euro for this. Cool set. Here's all the mumbo jumbo. Let's cut this open and take a look at these. So it's my second container. I got one from Tom's Model Autos. Is it taped? Yeah, on the top also. Possibly at the bottom too. Just to finish it off. Yeah. Anyway. So got the pink container in there. Japan Historics 4. Yeah, these are hard to open. I remember that from the other one I did. So, Swiss Army knife to the rescue again. Let's see. There we go. They're also in there like the other one I got. A little bit fiddly to get out. There's also no way to grab the plastic in any way. At least, well, just in the corners here. They could make this a little bit more user-friendly and have, you know, two holes in here, and you can squeeze your finger in and then squeeze it together to get it out. But yeah, I mean, that's too much to ask from a Mattel company, I guess. Oh wait, there's a flap here. Is this what's meant to be pulled at? Possibly. Oh yeah, I take my words back. '64 Prince Skyline GT. Very cool. Here we do get some chrome. That's something we don't get from Majorette. But no suspension, no lens headlights, no opening parts on these. That's why I will not pay more than €5 for these. '72 Toyota Corolla 11. It looks like a new casting. Well, this one too, right? It's also 2023 copyright, I guess. Yep, it is. The two new models. Also made in the Matchbox factory. Cool. Nissan Fairlady Z or Z. This is an older casting. Oldie but goodie. And we got the Starlet. Sorry, on the Civic Custom from 1973. Yeah, you can tell I'm getting tired after almost an hour and a half. Cool. And the Mazda RX-3, also an older model casting. Thanks for watching.